Hey guys, sorry for that adjustment there. Anyways, let's get into your reading today, Sagittarius. Thank you for waiting so patiently. Okay. Let's see what's going on with Sag. Hope you guys are all doing really well today. Hope Sag is having a good Christmas season. I'm so excited. This is your season, the season to be merry. All right, Sag. We're just going to kind of get a quick overview of your personal life, like for you individually, and then we're going to look into your relationship situation, okay? That way we can get a little bit of both. Holy Spirit, please guide and direct me with these tarot cards. Show me the truth for Sagittarius. Sagittarius. So the first one we have is Five of Wands, Discord. So something's not feeling right in your life. You're back and forth passionately. You're stressed, you're overwhelmed, you feel there's a lot of combative people. Could be dealing with family. There could be some family stressors. That's not always fun, you know? Holiday season's about family and happiness and joy, but there might be some arguments, you know? Some, at least tension. Some underlying tension. Maybe some underlying tension with your lover. We have the Wheel of Fortune, another 10. And then we have bottled up emotions. You know, you're the fire sign, Sag. I think you're learning how to control your temper. You're needing to. I think you're looking at your family. This could be your own children too, and your spouse or just close ones to you. But you're like, I've been really impatient. I get easily ticked off, stressed, irritated. You know, you're a fire element. It doesn't take much to get that temper going. And you're just like, I can't deal with it anymore. Can't. I really want to be happy. I want to be happy with my family, and I really want to enjoy the holidays. I'm going to have to make a change. Wheel of Fortune. I have to change who I am and how I'm acting, or where I'm going to be around, who I'm going to be around, because I'm going to keep a lid on it. I'm not going to go off on people. So I think you're just learning to hold it in, okay? Because there's so much going on in your life. It's overwhelming. Let's see what else is going on in your life. Or what additional, maybe what's been triggering this, what's been causing this. They want me to use the Alice in Wonderland. Let me just find it. Let's see. Should be right in front of me, but I'm not seeing it. Well, that's strange. Oh, kittens, kittens. Here they are. All right, so what's been strange in Alice's world? Sumo, I'm sorry, honey, but you're too big to be running around like a kitten. Lay down. Okay. So what's been going on with Sag? I do think you're grumpy, Sag. Look at this. Look at her face. I mean, maybe it's me, but that looks like a grumpy face. Okay. Painting the roses red. Covering up errors. Okay, I like that. You're trying to make up with your family about perhaps being impatient, starting a fight, or losing your temper. This could be your children, your relatives, or your lover, but this is, I'm sorry, I lost my temper. I was stressed out. I was doing a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of pressure, and I just couldn't keep a lid on it, but I'm trying to do that. I really want to have a good holidays with you. So you're covering up your errors. You're covering up what happened with a fight. Down here we have such a curious dream. Grounding, returning to reality, coming home. So getting back in touch with reality after anger, delusions. You might have been thinking things were worse than it really is. Things of that nature. And I'm sorry, I have a kitten stuck in the bathtub. Hang on. Are you stuck? Are you stuck, little cat? Come on. Come here. Oh. You little playful little butt. You playful. No. My little squirt. He was stuck. He jumped in the bath and he couldn't get out, did you? Is that what happened? He looks too big to be stuck. See, I was stuck and I couldn't get out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I interrupted the video. I won't do it again. Yes, I won't. Because I'm a cute little baby cat. I won't do it again. Okay. All right, baby kitten. You little fat boy. Okay. You go play with somebody else. Sumo, stop running around like a cat. Lay down. All right. So anyways, you're trying to find that inner peace, that temperance, if you will. I wonder what you got in a fight about, though. I'm just kind of curious. What was this blowing up at somebody all about? Or maybe just losing your temper slightly, but whatever it was, you know, what is this tiff, this fight? Feelings of grandeur. The Tower, you know, this is political matters. Could be a fight over politics. This is also financial matters, banks, institutions. This could be about school. But for most of you in the holiday season, this is just a lot of financial stress, to be honest. Bottom of the deck is the waiting man. Oh, Sag. You're like, I just want everything to be perfect. I want everything to be good. But you can't, because there's so much stress going on with money, with government, with affairs, things like that. A lot of you guys, you really just want to have a good, happy holiday. And you feel like it's going by too fast. You don't have enough time. You don't have enough money. You don't have enough you to get everything done. So you're like, I'm always fighting. I'm always striving to be happy. I'm striving. I'm working so hard to have a good life for everybody and to provide that. But it's so hard. And I'm on eggshells and I'm a grouch and I'm impatient and, you know, let's just go ahead and say overstimulated. Sometimes the smallest of sounds, like a door slamming or something falling off of the shelf or the phone ringing or the door knocking, can set you off because there's so much going on in your head, so much going on in the emotions that you can't take any more of that. So I think this is kind of like an apology. That's just like, I'm sorry I lost my temper. I have a lot going on. So you're just kind of offering the olive branch. This is you offering the rose. And if you guys could just excuse me 1 second, I have to put the phone on focus. Guys, sorry, I had to fix that. I was getting some interruptive text messages, and I didn't want it to keep disrupting the reading. So anyway, Sag, I think you're willing to fight for your family. I also feel like you're you're upset with somebody that has hurt your family. Could be another relative, could be your husband or wife, could be your kid's father, kid's mother, you name it. But somebody may have also done something that you feel you have to fight for your family. And you're just going to lock up your emotions to do the right thing. And you're ready to move forward, Wheel of Fortune. So this is a storm inside of you. I feel like there's parts of you that wants to be connected to someone. You love them. You want them. You desire them, but they're not good. And you're just like, I'm not going to put up with it anymore. This is it. 5 of Wands. I'm going to stir the pot. I'm going to say what I want to say. And I'm going to confront the matter that stands in our face, that is unavoidable, and that's what I'm going to deal with. And if that person can't handle it, so be it. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. Ooh, I think somebody new is coming into your life, Sag. A lot of you guys may be going through an argument with someone, maybe a breakup, and you're going to end the connection. And you know what I'm hearing? F it. F it. They don't care about me. They don't care about us. They don't care about the kids. F it. That's the kind of person they're going to be. Hope karma gives them a big one. I hope karma really comes at them. Because that's Sag. And that's Sag's fiery temper. It's like, I will not sit in the face of injustice, unfairness, rudeness, cruelness. Not going to sit here in the face of it. And this is where I love the differences in the zodiacs. Like the mental zodiacs, the Libras, the Aquariuses, the Geminis, they want peace, they want logic, they want to think about something, not feel it. They want to look at the facts, and they want to make sense of something, and they want to be precise, and they want to be legit, and they want to say, I didn't actually say that, I said this, as if it matters. One of the biggest things air signs need to learn is it doesn't matter if you said this, that, they, them, this, whatever. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you said. You can go back and say, but I said this technically. I literally said it doesn't matter. Those pesky details, no one gives an SHIT about. It's how you made them feel. So it doesn't matter if you said the cow eats green grass. They're hearing F you, F you, F you. It's how you made them feel. And so you can debate, you can beat a dead horse, you can sit there and say, but I didn't say that. I didn't mean that. That's not what I wanted to come across. That wasn't my intention. You can beat the facts to death. But it doesn't matter. Because what matters is how they feel, how you made them feel, or how they made you feel, vice versa, however you're looking at it. But that's air signs. And water signs, it's all about emotions. The same thing. It's not what you say, it's how you make me feel. You could say, I hate you. And they're going to take it as I love you. If you say it in a way where you're like teary-eyed, or you just grab their hands passionately and you're like, God, I hate you. They're going to read into that in the depths of those words, and they're going to forget what you said, and they're going to go, but you really have to love someone a lot to hate them. You love me. They're going to totally flip that mother effer on its head. Water signs don't give a darn what you say. Your words, your threats, none of that matters. It's all about the depth and the feelings behind words, behind actions. Water signs don't care about actions, and they don't care about your words, honey. They just, if they quote, I feel, if water signs feel they know the depths of your heart, none of that stuff matters. That's why water signs put up with the most crap out of any other zodiac sign. They literally put up with the most crap from partners, family members, and even employers. And then you get to the earth signs and they're just quiet. They're not very communicative as it is. They're also factual like the air signs, but they have some feelings behind them. They just want to get back to the good. They want to get over situations quickly. However, they're contradicting themselves all the time because they want to get over a situation the way they see it. Earth signs, it's their way is the right way. Your way is the wrong way. You need to come on their team. You need to see things the way they see things. You know, no offense, but earth signs are forceful. They make excellent lawyers, excellent debaters. Except for one fact, they don't care about the other side. I mean, I don't want to say they don't have feelings, they don't empathize, they don't care. What I mean is it doesn't matter. To earth signs, it's like, it really doesn't matter. I'm right. If you've ever tried to debate an earth sign about politics, you'll know what I mean. They're right, and they're right, and they're right, and they're right, and they're right again. You are just wrong, and obviously you're stupid, and you need to educate yourself more, and you need to come to the other side. It's literally a donkey. You just can't go anywhere. Once they dig their heels in, once an earth sign believes something with everything that is in their fibers, they're right, and they're right. And so when arguing with them, they do want to get things back to normal. They want like the even kill. They want family, love, and happiness again. They want harmony. They just want it their way. They want you to come to their side. So they're very forgiving. Like, oh God, you see the right way now? Welcome back. You know, it's kind of like that. So you butt heads a lot with earth signs. There's a lot of butting of the heads. Think of the Taurus, the bullheaded, butting the heads. Taurus is probably the most difficult of the earth signs. They really like to butt, and they're very silent. So Taurus people can give you extreme stonewalling, silent treatment, and they will butt heads, and they're just fearless butting, okay? But again, very loving and very affectionate and very forgiving if you come to their side. Capricorn, same, but a little bit different. They are a little bit more open to hearing the other side. They're very much more like judicial. So Capricorn is more, let's hold a hearing. Let's see all the facts. And whichever person has more backing up them, I can't say that right, then I'll agree. Make it make sense. Capricorn is the sign, in fact, all the earth signs, that is their symbol. Make it make sense. That's their saying. That's their motto. Make it make sense. And then I'm fine. So Capricorn's very judicial about it. And they're just like, you know, if you can prove to me that you're right, and you've gone through extensive research, you've got facts, your temperament's in the right place, I'll listen, and I may go ahead. But again, they're in control. Think of the Devil card. Capricorn's in control of whether or not they deem the situation worthy of their attention to even listen to the other side. And then you've got Virgo, which is the overthinkers. And really, they're a little bit different than the other earth signs. They just overthink the crap out of everything. And every time you convince a Virgo of something, they can get reconvinced out of it. We're going to call them the windshield wipers. They're back and forth. Sometimes they're convinced of something, then they're convinced back, and then they're convinced again, and then they're convinced, you know, it's very swish-washy, back and forth. And they confuse themselves. And the one thing about Virgo, they'll forgive you. So day 1, yay, I forgive you. Day 2, I just remembered what you did again, and it pissed me off all over again. I'm mad again. I have reread the letter or reread the text or just remembered what you did to me last week. And you know what? I'm pissed and I have a right to do so. And they're going to overthink it again, even after you made up. So can we just go ahead and say Virgos can hold a grudge? No offense, guys, but Virgos can hold a grudge, okay? And I spent way too much time on the Virgos as it is. I'm totally in love with the zodiacs. We'll talk more about that on my new channel. I'll definitely do some funny shorts for the zodiacs. Of course, Vedic sidereal. No one else does Vedic sidereal shorts. It's always tropical. And you can scroll down TikTok and YouTube shorts, and you're going to see everything zodiac tropical, but you're never going to see Vedic. So I'm going to do a little twists on that. Watch my new channel. And then back over here to the fire signs. God, I love the fire signs. You guys, Sag, Aries, Leo, God, we love you. You guys are firecrackers. God dang. You ruin everything. I am so sorry. Wait, I'm going to get a comeback for you. Y'all ruin everything, but then you fix it. Does that sound like you? I just blew the house up, but you know what? I'm going to fix it now. I'm going to fix everything. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I lost my temper there. I didn't mean to destroy everything. Fire signs will blow the heck up. They will, they will pop a cap. They will light that bee on fire. They will let you have it. They will be the king of the quick, fast, and in a hurry verbal attack. They don't really think about it, though. They don't have a lot of logic behind it. They don't have logic. Okay, fire signs are like, logic? Honey, this is how I feel, and this is what I'm going to do about it. So they go into the fray. They're the leaders. They're the initiators. So they are the first to pop off, okay? Because once that temper's reached a level, reached a limit, that's it. I've reached it. Later, there will be remorse. Later, there will be like, God, reflection. Hindsight's 20/20. I could have handled that a lot differently. And so that's what I'm seeing here with the Five of Wands and the Ten of Cups. It's like, okay, maybe I lost my temper with my family. Maybe I lost my temper with my kids. Maybe I lost my temper with my boss. Maybe I lost my temper with my spouse. I'm sorry. I should have kept a lid on it. I need to learn how to control my temper. Total fire sign. Let me work on it. I'm working on it, trying to do the mantras, trying to do the meditations, trying to do the woo-saw, we're trying to do the woo-saw, and so fire signs are just like, trying to cover up for their mistakes. Look at that, covering up errors. How do I cover up what I did? How? And so Sag, if you're watching today, fire signs are the first ones to break up, yell at someone, quit their job, tell their partner off, raise hell on their kids the way they were raised. But then they're quick to learn, reflect, and go ahead and try to fix that. Okay? So if you want a quick apology, it's a fire sign. You want a quick fight, it's a fire sign. You want angry sex, it's a fire sign. You want passionate sex, it's a fire sign. They're just passionate people. They go through with whatever they do in life extremely passionately. When they do their art, they're just slapping paint, honey. They're passion. When they're writing a book, they're just getting at it, angry, writing books all through the night, 3-4 days, just They're not going to quit till that book is done, honey. They will be starved and smelling like onions till that book is done, honey. Okay? I don't have time for nothing else. I'm doing this motherfucking book by Monday. It will be done. That's fire. It's passion. Okay? When it's a birthday, when it's Christmas, when it's family time, no one's going to do it better than Sag. No one's going to do it better than Leo and Aries. We're doing it. We're going crazy. Candy Can Lane. We're going to light this mother effer up. This is going to be the Christmases of Christmases. And it will be so, and it will be done, and it is done. And they're getting their magic wand, their freaking wands. And like, yeah, zap, zap, zap. Even if they have to, exhaust themselves. But you're going to walk into their home and go, wow. Candy Cane Lane, but they're on the fringe of insanity because they went through hell and high water to provide that. And so they're short-tempered, short-triggered. They're going to be the ones that will fly miles to see someone to make their holiday. They're going to go the extra mile, basically. They're going to go across town like Christmas with the Cranks to get that damn Christmas honey-baked ham in the metal container tin. Yeah. And whatever her name was from Christmas and the Cranks. She was fighting that lady in the Christmas store for that dang ham. And there was the last ham. And it was like, I'll pay you $500 for this damn ham. Like, just give it to me. And I need that ham. It's a must. Because, you know, passion. And again, fire signs are not thinking, I'm ruining my bank account. They're thinking, I'm making Christmas. Making Christmas, fa la la. Okay? And I don't just mean Christmas. This could be relationships. This could be raising children. You know, you want to give them the best of everything. You're fighting to get it. You're pushing yourself to do it. But the relationship suffers because you're not spending enough time with them one-on-one, or the schedule suffers. You know, there's a lot of, I don't know how to slow down because the fire is raging. You get ideas, you get inspiration, and you're just passionate. And it's slow down, simmer down the fire, and you don't know how to simmer it down. So here we have fire and water, which is temperance. And whenever you guys read tarot, get a little tip. And I do have a tarot class if you're interested. It's on my website. I would love you to do that for Christmas for yourself. Get some education on it so you can do your own channel or do your own tarot. It saves you a lot of money. But read the elements. Fire, water, water, air, water, fire. So you can see right off the bat, what do we have a majority of? Fire and water, which is what? Contradiction, contrast, conflict. So even if there was no pictures on these cards, if they were just the color of the elements, you could get a vibe for what this reading is about. And it's about, I need to get balanced. Which, you know, Sag, that's your card in tarot, the Temperance angel. And so right now you're just trying to backtrack, backpedal, where you might have lost it, where you might have gotten a little too crazy, a little too passionate, a little too much. And this could have happened to you because keep in mind, these are reversible readings. It could be very well, Sag, that somebody hurt you in a way and you're just like, I want out of this connection because you hurt me or you hurt my family. And we're ready to move away. I do think Sag is really considering lately moving away. Even if it's a dream, because over here we have such a curious dream. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. Such a curious dream. And I think you're dreaming about what it would be like to live in a different place. Because we have the 10 of Major Arcana. Oh, goodness gracious. Yep, and all the cards fell down. Because that's lovely right now. Let's do that. You know. Okay, Spirit, what are you saying? What are you saying, Spirit? You guys can interpret what Spirit's saying as he knocks down all the cards, because I don't know. Things happen, you know? Maybe I'm hearing it all comes falling down. Everything comes crashing down. It's overwhelming for you, Sag. You just want to get away and disappear. You want to take your family up in arms and you just want to go. Get away from maybe this world, the politics, the hustle and bustle, the rush. You want to change your life. And this is you saying, I am tired, honey. I am tired. I am tired of fighting. I am tired of fighting to get that dollar. I'm tired of fighting with you to get love. I'm tired of fighting to make a happy family. I'm tired of fighting everything. I'm tired of fighting my body to be able to keep up with my family. I'm tired of the fight. Something's got to give. Something's got to change, honey. Wheel of Fortune. Transformation Queen, thank you. Great interpretation. Thank you. You fell off the horse. And now we got to get back up. And that's what this is all about today for Sag. It's okay to fall off the dang horse, to get passionate about something, to just accidentally fumble everything. But you know what? Get back up, Wheel of Fortune. Get back up on your knees, front and center. Face what you need to face. Deal with it. Deal with it. And you know what? Put a cap on it. Like literally put a cap on your feelings. Your feelings are getting a handle of you and they're just out of control. I don't know. Let's see what's going on with the painting the roses red. Let's see what the good book has to say. What does the good book want to tell us? Oh, and it's upright, by the way, so that's interesting for once. Would you tell me, please, said Alice a little timidly, why are you painting those roses red? Card 5 and 7 said nothing, but they looked at 2, and 2 began in a low voice. Why, the fact is, you see, miss, this here ought to have been a red rose tree, and we put a white one in by mistake. And if the queen was to find out, we should all have our heads cut off, you know. Oh my. Oh my. So Alice is like, dear Lord. So first of all, we have a temperamental queen that's about to chop heads off. Heads will roll for this. You guys saw Alice in Wonderland. Somebody's head's gonna roll for this. And you know, Sag, that could be you. Maybe heads are gonna freaking roll, man. You don't care. Maybe you are the queen of hearts right now and you're just like, heads are gonna roll. Like, I'm not putting up with people's baloney. I don't care if it was a mistake. You know, but hindsight's 20/20, of course, but you're not the wicked queen. But sometimes our tempers can be that personality. So here, we all make mistakes. Every single one of us on the whole planet makes mistakes, probably daily. Misunderstood, done something wrong, didn't get something correct, mixed something up rather terribly, jumped the gun on something, whatever. Today, people often complain and want perfection, much like the dreaded queen. Instant gratification, satisfy me. They behave as if they have the right to cut people's heads off or to punish them. They have the right to be the judge and jury. If they have not carried out their assignments perfectly, this is what we would call casting stones. The same applies to our soul agreements. Despite what our Saggy soul would be best enjoy learning, we Saggies and humans often misunderstand one another, and we go in a direction that would make even more wonderful mistakes. Thankfully, unlike the queen, our soul will not punish us, but we do need to do some work to make things right. See, there's some work that must be done. We got to make it right. While you may be tempted to cover things up, in essence, make excuses, or not be open about what has happened, what you've done. Let's just say the ego can get in our way and say, well, I acted in a certain way, but you made me act that way. Or classic, I can never open up to you because whenever I open up and I get vulnerable, I get attacked. And they start crying. See, this is my fault for opening up to you. Thus deflecting, thus gaslighting, and thus blaming someone else for your emotions. It's getting off the hook. You know, covering up. Yeah, I lost my temper and said some things I shouldn't have said. But you made me. This is, you know, you made me, but I'm not really blaming you because I said it was my fault for doing it, but yet you're the reason I did it. So how does that feel, guys? Are we really in Alice in Wonderland with that? Yes. Next. Finding a peaceful way to escape the situation sometimes, which is, let's just deflect. Let's not look at what happened. Hey, did you see those nice Christmas lights down on Burberry Street? Yeah, we should go look at those this Friday. Like, again, getting off the subject. Or, yeah, I really don't want to address the elephant in the room. You haven't seen your son in 6 months, and you're not trying. But hey, how was that game? Or do you want to get together this weekend? No. No, there's an elephant. There's a problem. There is no deflecting, you see. And there may be this bottled up emotion where it's like, you really want me to cover it up and act like what happened didn't happen? Like you don't want to put in the work? to fix what you did. If you're not seeing your kids, you need to get up off your rear end and make it happen. Do it. Stop making excuses. You have time for other things, but you don't have time. No, we're not buying it. We're not buying it. So white roses are perfect and lovely and innocent. Do not try to cover up anything as if it's perfect or innocent when indeed it's not. For fear of being punished, for fear of creating more drama. The divination of this Alice in Wonderland card, it's a lovely card, is working for or being in a relationship with someone who is harsh on those people who make mistakes. Aww. And imagine if you are your child. Are you harsh on your children when they make a mistake? And you may say, honey, I grew up that way. My mom was really harsh on me. I'm a lot less harsh on my kids than my mom was with me. But are you still harsh? What if they make a reading mistake? What if they didn't fold the clothes perfectly? What if they didn't clean it like you expected? You're an adult. You've lived your life. You know how to perfect what you're doing. They don't. Did you lose your temper? Did you say something hurtful to them that just spewed off at the mouth like, oh my God, I'll just do it. You can never do anything right. Or why do I even bother asking you? I should have just done it myself. Or maybe you get off on your kids and you're like, what are you doing, playing video games all day? Get up and do something. Is that nice? Would you want to be treated that way as an adult? What if somebody says, what are you doing all day? Sleeping in? You're not doing anything with your life? You know you got to go make more money. Get out there. That would ruin your whole day. But somehow we think it's okay to talk to little ones like that. Or young people. Because they deserve it. We're righteous. The ego, Again, they don't have the life experience that we have. So this is all about practicing patience, Sag. Not everyone has the knowledge base that you have or the experience you have. They just don't. And so how do you perform in a way that you are an inspiration and that you can be the proper fire sign leader that says, this is how you do it. This is how you fix a situation. Because a lot of people don't know how. And can I just call you fire signs? Because you thought I was beating you up all day, but I'm not beating you up all day. Listen, you fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sag today are the comeback queens. The comeback kings. You guys have the makeup to quickly bounce back and getting on track. You can bounce back from a bankruptcy. You can bounce back from a divorce. You can bounce back from a fight. You can bounce back from a loss, from a lose, from scuffing those knees. You can take an L and turn it into a lesson. You're the comeback kings and queens of the zodiacs. See, I'm not beating you up all day. And that's why it's so important for the comeback kings and queens to control their temper and not be the Queen of Hearts. That ironically, hearts, emotions, right? Cups, acts solely on her emotions. Just passionate. And this is a chance for you to grow and evolve and refine your fire skills. You are the creators. Fire is a creative element. It is the magic in the zodiac signs. The magic sits in the wand, the creator, the beginning, the alpha. And I want you guys to remember this, especially with the 4 lagnas, the 4 main fathers and mothers of the zodiac, which is Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, and Libra. There's like the 4 agreements, the 4 promises, but it's also, if you think of it as tools, fire, Aries, which is your king there, rules creation and is the wand. And it is the action and the magic at the tip of the fingertips, right? It's right there. The wand is the last ingredient, but also the first. It is the alpha. the beginning of creation. The spark, the idea, the fire that burns in your heart to do something, the desire and the urge. And then you look at Libra, you're 1/7, and that is the omega. And that is the balance. That is the organization. That is the logistics. That is the blueprint. That is the structure, if you will, mentally in your head. It's the instruction manual on how to do it, how to execute. And it is the pen that check marks the boxes. It is the pen that writes it down on paper so you don't forget. And Cancerian is the heart, which is the feelings of satisfaction. The feelings that this would make me happy. And it is the joy and the happiness of why you're doing what you're doing. Without that, there would be no purpose. Cat, can we really get a handle on it, kitty? Both of you. And Mama, you're supposed to be the grown-up. Cadence, come on, Cadence. That's a no. Then you've got the earth signs, which Capricorn, the father of earth. And that is the, how do you say, the protection. That which preserves everything that you've created. The safety deposit box. The cash that it brings to preserve it and keep it going for however long. Whatever you've created. The physical essence of what you've created. The actual product. Okay? We'll just call it the finished product. And so the Earth King element is like, let me preserve and protect this. Everything that you've worked on creating. I'm going to provide a safe place to put it. I'm going to keep it safe. I'm going to build walls and borders and security. And I'm going to manage this. And so it's the manager. I don't know where I was going with that, guys. I got lost in my own thing with the cats too. But I hope you get what I'm saying on that. We're going to move on from my little analogy. I am lost. I think I was going somewhere for a minute. I get passionate about zodiacs. Forgive me if I ramble on about elements and zodiacs. That is like my passion. And this is a Sagittarius reading, not an astrology reading. But for whatever reason, you know what? This happened in your reading because this is about balance. You learning how to balance all your elements, right? And taking something from each of them. Because you have a sun, moon, and rising. Hopefully they're not all the same. You'd be in a pickle then, Sag. But you have them, and it's like, let's embrace the elements, right? So anyways, this is about putting in the work for being in a relationship with someone who's harsh and fixing it. Feeling forced to cover up an error to avoid punishment. Fear of mistakes being discovered and found out. Hiding the evidence as the consequences are much harsher than the mistake. Oh, I got to stop right there. You know, what's important? I'm going to be honest. I'm going to talk about a moment where I regret something. What was it that I regret a lot of things, but I have a Sag rising, so let me share something comparable to this reading that recently happened. Let me see. I have a lot of them. What's a good one? What's a good example? Okay, example. I took my son to Bath and Body Works because he requested to get a hand sanitizer and some soaps for his bathroom and for him. And I bought him a little snowman that glows in the dark with the hand sanitizer. And he picked it out and it was cute and everything. And I was paying at the register and I didn't have enough to pay for everything. And my bank was being a pain in the rear end. And I found out that 2 wonderful, lovely people asked for a refund. So for the next 100 days, that money got pulled out of my account. So stressors are on high and it's Christmas. And I'm like, God dang it. So I'm sitting there. Let me see what I can do. Can I put this back? Can I put this back? So I'm putting things back from the bag and then I'm only getting what I can get. And then she's stressed out with me. I'm stressed out with the situation as well. I didn't even want to be there. And here I am spending money. And I was like, rah, 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 rah. So I was already getting it, you know? And again, it's that Saggy overwhelmed, trying to provide the best and happiest Christmas you can. And so we get back to the car and I'm just like, it's okay. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be happy I spent this money. I'm going to be happy we're going to the car. I'm going to be happy. And so I get in the car and I'm sharing with his DAD what I got him because he's not present and he wasn't there again. And, you know, let's just call it bare minimum. So I'm sharing this and I'm like, hey, hand me over your little snowman so I can take a picture with you with the snowman. And he's sitting in the car seat behind me and he's like, I don't know where it's at. I'm like, I put it in your pocket 5 minutes ago. It was in your pocket. I put it there. Then you were having a fit because he was having a fit. He started kind of scratching his face and screaming, and he was stressed out about something in the store. And so I could tell that at that moment he was frazzled. So then I'm thinking to myself, great, we drove off. You lost your snowman. And I was like, oh, Lord, you know, it's like $15. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. $15 and a snowman, not a big deal. But for me in the moment, it was a big deal. And I'm like, you know what? I just want to take this picture. I just want to be done. I'm irritated with the lady. I'm irritated with my bank. I'm irritated with my customer that didn't read the fine print, that didn't listen to the terms and conditions, and is again trying to get a return. How effed up at Christmas. Anyways, and now we're driving away, and you forgot the one thing we went there to go get. So I get mad, and I turn around. I'm just like, how, you know, why don't you look around you? Why don't you look around you for a second? Do I have to pull over and stop and get out of the car and look everywhere for you? Why don't you look and let me know it's here, because then I have to turn all the way back around to go get it, park in a busy parking lot, walk in the snow to the door again. I'm like, this is insane for, you know, this stupid thing. He's upset. He's teary-eyed. The fun is ruined. The fun day that I had planned, ruined. Me and him went out on this little date to be happy, to have a good time on Christmas, to put a smile on my little boy's face, to make him feel important, to make him feel good. And I ruined it. I ruined it with Five of Wands BS that I let too much pile up, bottled up emotions. I'm just using my story as an example for this reading. That I lost, not completely crazy, but, you know, I lost my temper on my little boy, the last person in the world that deserved it or wanted it, that needed it. The last person. He's a little boy. How could I expect him to have his stuff together? He's not an adult. He's a little boy. And I thought that in the moment. I was like, God dang it. I ruined it. I lost my temper. I got snippy. He's teary-eyed now. And I've ruined the fun that I didn't intend on ruining. All for what? And I thought about it. By the way, we found it. It was on the floor. I pulled over. I stopped the car. I reached my hand back on the bottom floor of the back seat, and I grabbed it and I found it and I said, there it is. And I held it up for him and I'm like, there it is. And I didn't even want to take the picture anymore. I was like, I'm a terrible mom. I'm a terrible mom, period. Okay, honey. And so I felt terrible. And I looked at that little freaking plastic thing and I'm like, this tiny little thing took our happy day away. Ruined the whole 12 hours of a happy day into this moment where when we go to bed at night, we're going to look back and go, yeah, yesterday was crap. Yesterday was ruined. You know, or how we overthink it. A lot of overthinkers. I'm a big overthinker. What if we look back at this Christmas and go, God, that Christmas was ruined. The entire Christmas was ruined because of that moment. And that's what overthinkers do. They're like, you know, it's not just this moment. that's ruined. It's the day, and it may even be this holiday season. Because then, and maybe it's just a mom thing, but then you're thinking my kids are going to look back at holidays with me and it's going to be ruined. Yeah, I'm going to be the impatient, grouchy mom that can't keep it together. That's what my kids are going to remember. And so that's probably a Gemini thing, but who cares? The point is the temper losing, right? And hindsight's 2020. We want to cover up for our mistakes. And so, we apologize and it's, oh, honey, I'm so sorry, mom. Mom did this, mom did that, mom lost her temper. I shouldn't have done that. I love you. You're more important than that little thing. Shouldn't have let it get to me. And that's great. That's great to apologize. And it's great to show your kids, I'm human, I make mistakes. This is how you try to fix it. But that's not all. That's just not all. You can't just apologize and keep it moving. You have to be better. You have to change. Wheel of Fortune. You have to change. You can't have this happen again. What can you do to manage your life better that this won't happen again? Perhaps boundaries. Saying, no, we can't do that today. I've got too much going on. Let's shoot for tomorrow. Perhaps checking a bank account first before going to the store. Perhaps not filling your schedule to the brim to where you're overwhelmed, pleasing too many people, or overdoing it over the top. What has to change? Perhaps when you're feeling that moment of dread, stress, the tipping point, taking a big breath. Breathing in before you say a word. Just sucking all that air in, just maybe 3 big breaths. Some people need 3, some people need 6. Do it, whatever. Purposely force yourself to hold your tongue. Because your words have power. They hurt. They hurt. They hurt people's feelings. They hurt people's confidence. My son's ego, confidence, happiness, self-worth all got affected in one little moment. And you have to think, I've got to stop myself. This is Temperance. This is Sag. Learn to stop yourself. And this whole reading here, learn, Wheel of Fortune, to bottle up your emotions, not to blow up and go off every time the pot gets stirred. So, for Sag, this is a temperament issue. And it could be a really, really bad temper, or it could be, a temper like mine, just a little temper where you're sarcastic, snarky, or rude, which is not nice. Whatever scale you're at with your temper, let's work on it. And so this guy here is like, we need to be more temper smart. And here's my rose. Here's my apology. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to be a better person. So the message, Sag, apologies are not enough. That's painting the roses red. An apology is paint that will run off. So anyways, get to the heart of the matter. What can you do to be a better person? How important is your family or the people you love? So feeling that what you need to do to stay safe is no longer reasonable. Feeling like an apology is no longer good enough. This could have also happened to you, or you could be dealing with another Sag, where an apology is all you're hearing, but there's no actions to back up the apology. It's, I'm sorry, I'll work on my temper, I won't do that again, and it happens again and again and again and again. Or an apology that says, I'm sorry, I don't see him enough. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to put it in my schedule. And 6 months go by, and it was never put in the schedule. That's when it doesn't mean anything anymore. And so the message for Sag today is you've got to actually will of fortune change. Not a 360. And you know what a 360 is? When people say, oh, you got to do a 360. A 360 is where you start here, you go all the way around, and then you end up right back here again. That's a 360. Nobody wants to do a 360. Because that means you change for a little while. There is some change. Yay, we've got change. We're really, really good at change now. And then we revert back. Don't do a 360. Do a 180. Here I am, 180, down to the bottom. I am as far away from this part of me that I ever was. I am so different than what I was. I am not that individual. Do a 180. And that's what's going on for Sag. So this is what's been going on. And we're going to talk about what's been going on here. Refusing to hide mistakes or errors. Taking on a punishment or let's just say dishing out a punishment that's too harsh. Refusing to take responsibility and trying to hide your mistakes and errors. Refusing to change something that is perfect just as it is in your opinion, but it's actually not. Encouraging others to stand together when it's the wrong thing to do, like rallying people up for something wrong. No longer fearing what other people think, just being a tyrannical person. Ooh, harsh. We don't want to be Queen of Hearts. We don't want to be a tyrannical person. Guys, I have one of those people in my family, and she's as loving as a peach 80% of the time. But when she turns on, and she doesn't even have Sag in her chart, but I'm just going to say it anyways. After the charm is gone and she loses her temper, she is a tyrannical person. She is the utmost micromanager. It is, you will do as I say, how I say it, as I see it, because this is the correct way to do it. And if you don't do it right, I'm only reacting to your mistakes. You're the issue. You're the problem, not me. And ironically, she's very insecure and very sensitive. And if she receives even a smidge of criticism, nothing compared to the criticism she dishes out, it's the end of the world, the end of the relationship, and the end of the conversation. How dare you say a word, one word about me? Now I'm crying, now I'm upset, now you can leave, you can go, and everything's ruined because of one criticism. One very small compared to the large amount of criticism that was dished out. It's very difficult to deal with people like that. That's what you call a tyrannical ruler, because they manipulate and monopolize the conversation, and they are in control of the relationship. Whether it's good or bad, it's up to them. See, other people just want to go through a confrontation, fix it, and heal it. They want to work together. Tyrannical people, there is no working together. It's my way or my way. Either you're making me happy or you're making me upset. But that's how the relationship's going to go. And ironically, they think they have no boundaries. They think they're doormats. They think they're being stepped all over and they can't take enough when they're the ones that are doing it, which is very backwards, but that's how tyrannical people see it. They're very, very insecure and very sensitive, yet they dish it all out. And just like the Queen of Hearts in the movie Alice in Wonderland, she couldn't take criticism. She would chop someone's head off. And that's the same with other people like that. And I've met them. And God forbid you have an opinion or feelings, but the Queen of Hearts, the tyrannical person, they can express how you made them feel, what you said and how it came across, and what's going on with them and what they want and how they feel and how they see it, and that they have a right to their feelings. They have a right to their opinions. They have all these rights, these human rights. And how dare you for making them feel a certain way? How dare you for telling them how they feel and what they think, even though it's blatant? They could be super angry and you call them angry and they're like, I'm not angry. I'm not angry. I'm actually sad, or I'm hurt, or I'm frustrated. And they analytically try to correct and paint the roses red. Wait a minute, I'm not angry. Let me paint you a picture of what I really am and say you're wrong again for judging me. And they're classic don't judge me's. Yet they're judging. But the minute you judge them, you're a judger. You are a judger. Don't judge me. Oh, you're judging again. Yet they spent 30 minutes judging you. What you thought, how you feel, what you meant, what you should have said, what you should have done, what you didn't do, what you could have done better, who did what, when, how, where. Oh, by the way, you said this. No, I didn't. Oh, but you did in my opinion. Yeah, that is total gaslighting. That is deflecting. That is, let's just call it crazy and tyrannical. You don't want to deal with those people. And God forbid, Sag, I hope you're not one of those people. But maybe the story is maybe you're dealing with one of those people. Who knows whatever's going on here. But the point and the moral here today is let's go ahead and do something about it. We have a new beginning coming. Ace of Cups. A fresh start emotionally. We're finally making progress, going in the right direction. Healing, making moves, taking action, taking steps. Bye, Goose.
I'm hungry.
Okay, go downstairs and grab something. I'll be down in a minute.
I don't know what to grab.
Whatever you want, that's easy. You can go look. I'm almost done. Then we have the Six of Cups, which is reunion, reconciling, harmony in love and emotions, harmony in family, harmony, just very good card. And then we have the Two of Wands, which is getting on track, getting on the right path. I love it, going forward correctly, picking up what you can, cutting your losses, leaving the BS at the back door, and really just doing what it takes, making a decision and going with it. Bottom of the deck is Four of Wands, which is coming together, marriage, union, and harmony. This is coming together. What I see for you, Sag, is you'll be forgiven. If you've lost your temper here, you'll be forgiven. But there still has to be work done. You have to make amends for the wrong. And this is saying it may not be easy. You may not even know how, but you got to fix it. And it will be fixed. And once you have the energy to fix this, it's worth it. Underneath the man, we have the woman again and the key to my heart in a cage, 33, the cage. So it's safe. Your love is safe. You may have harmed someone you love. You may have rocked the boat. You may have offended someone you didn't mean to offend. But they still love you. They're still waiting for you to make up to them. They're still waiting for you to do the right thing, to take the right action, to apologize, to make up for what's happened. And thus, this message is, it's never too late. If you fall off the horse, Sag, get back up on the horse. All will be well in the end. Page of Cups, Death. I like that though, because changes must be made. You know, people aren't going to be doormats. Your friends and family, even kids, lovers, everyone that you're close to here, 10 of Cups, they're only going to take so much from you. At this time, they're still willing to forgive. They're still willing to work on this and heal this. But imagine if this kept going on, say for the next 3 years, because it's escalated. It's grown. 1, 2, 3. It has gone up the ladder. We are moving forward here. There's too much. You know what I mean? Like, this has been happening. And I'm reaching the end here. Like, I'm reaching the end. I'm only having so much patience. I'm only going to be so forgiving. This cannot go on forever. Right now, I'm willing to work on it with you, 3 of Pentacles. Maybe there's a third person, a counselor, a mediator, another family member, God, spirit, source, creator, prayers, whatever. There's a third entity, energy, whatever have you, that we got to bring into this. Go down and find something till I'm done.
There's nothing to find.
Okay. So I better hurry up, guys, but let's do it. What needs to be said here? Because they really want to make up. I mean, they do. They want you to fix this. And as far as the cards are here, this is all fixable. Salvageable. And if you're dealing with someone that has been difficult and it's not you that lost your temper, it means you're willing to forgive if they put in work. Sag, it means that you want harmony too, and that we could still cut our losses and keep moving forward with what we have. We haven't reached the end of the line. You can take it downstairs. Take yourself downstairs, because I'm not having this attitude. What needs to be said here is maybe you need to open up and be more vulnerable. Tell someone what you're going through, how you feel. I know this is an unknown energy. Kind of making yourself open for shots. Or maybe it's vice versa. This other person is needing to be vulnerable with you and talk to you about what's made them so impatient. But with the vulnerable card, I'm hearing it's time to get real. It's time to get real, or it's time to get some real help. Because that's followed by, I wish I could actually express how I feel instead of someone just assuming. There's a lot of assumptions going around. We have, I still love you, even though I'm not showing it. So it's that anger, you know? Someone here is like, I love you, I still love you. There's a lot going on that I don't express. And again, this all leads up because why? We've had bottled up emotions. And it's been so difficult. Fleeky, I don't know how you can't hear me. Everyone else hasn't even commented they can't hear me. Uh-oh. Well, I don't know what's going on. Well, I think everyone else is hearing me, I think. Maybe it's just your phone. Maybe restart it. Okay, let's get an oracle here. All right, let's get an oracle here for Sag. Okay. All right, bottom of the deck is robotic. And a lot of times people, that's just how we act. We're a robot. We feel something in anger and boom, our body's on automatic and it comes out how it comes out. It's like you're not even in control. Your body just takes over. We have one-sided. Divine feminine and magic is in the air. Okay? And I'm hearing not everything's one-sided. Not everyone feels and thinks the way you do. Remind yourself of that. Don't be a know-it-all or a one-sided person where it's like, everyone's got to know this. This is common sense. Because maybe it's not common sense for everyone. Maybe it's not. With magic in the air, I feel like Christmas is the magic in the air. It's that holiday season. A season of giving, a season of forgiveness, a season of family. Being grateful. It's also Yule. If you do a little magic in this season, don't forget to ask for patience, understanding, and don't forget to ask for healing. Where are you headed? Where is Sagittarius headed? Holy Spirit, please guide and direct me with these oracle cards. Please show me where the sign of Sagittarius is headed into 2024. The next move over the next 30 days. What do we see happening? What do we see coming? Show me what's up on the next list for Sag. Bottom of the deck. We have the Lantern. This is taking shelter, and the answers are within. So this is hermit mode. And this is spending time reflecting on self, soul searching, going within the self, doing some self inner work. And the truth lies inside of you. So the truth lies inside. You could be dealing with a Virgo in the upcoming future. That's very Virgo. Notice the snow on the ground in the cabin. It's about kind of going home, which is going within. Going inside your own little gate. Inside your own barriers and defenses. Taking a good look at yourself. How you've been acting and why. How people perceive you and why. And what you could do to be a better person. And the other card that came out is transformation. And that is that Wheel of Fortune. A fresh, new way of living emerges. This is a new you. This is literally doing that 180. A fresh new way for Sag as the fire element, the phoenix, rises from the ashes. The rebirth of Sag. Meet the new Sagittarius. That's what's coming up over the next 30 days. You're not going to recognize me because I've done the work. I've gone inside myself. You've become a master of transformation, and you're no longer a master of disguise. I also see that you may be on a plane in the next 30 days with your family. Yep, on a plane with your family. It could be metaphorical. You're on a new plane, going somewhere new with your family in this new version of life, or literally for some people. Let's go ahead and read. Sag, you are in a time of huge transformation. Your old beliefs, your old ideas, decisions about who you are and what you deserve in life are dropping away. It's replaced by an insatiable, incredible vitality and a new pathway. This traveler is no longer the same person who started out. Even if there are some areas that may be murky or unsettled in your life, don't be concerned. This is the confusion that often appears before a rebirth. Like the phoenix that arises majestically from the ashes, a huge change in life is at hand. Don't hold on to the old version of yourself and the old ways that you viewed your relationships or life. And don't look at things the way you're usually doing it. Be willing to see the world with fresh new eyes because changes are afoot. And it's all so very good. So the Taking Shelter says, overall, underall for Sag, the overall energy for your life today is the answers are within this reading and the answers are within yourself. Retreat, replenish your inner resources. Incubate your ideas for the future. Renew your energy. This is about being in the womb. Do whatever you need to take better care of yourself. Mend physical objects in your home. Organize your possessions. Heal your relationships within these four walls. Protect yourself from less than positive outside forces. Clutter clear your home. Clutter clear your mind. Clutter clear your closet. Clutter clear your everything, your budget. But at the same time, gather your resources around you and be prepared for some kind of springtime energy in your life. But take care of the details that create the foundation for this new spring. Before this spurt of energy pops up, this is going to feel a little overwhelming, but it's a task at hand you must do. When the winter comes or a storm threatens, the traveler takes shelter. It is a time of incubation, retreat, and gathering of resources, of warming up, of getting a rest, of eating, of everything happy, really. That's like my thing. God, if you're an introvert. It's time to plan and prepare for the future and for springtime, for this new beginning in your life cycle. The traveler wants you to know that it's important to rest and recuperate. Take care of your body and your health and watch your dreams for the future start to be created from the inside. Repair whatever needs to be repaired in your life. This means repairing your relationships, repairing your schedule, repairing your bank account, repair. Repair, 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 repair. And that's really, this is all for Sag. How do you repair this? Getting to work. I got to write this down because I'm going to forget. All right, and we all know Christmas spending can be insane. So get ready for these new beginnings, guys. This is a new rebirth. You're loved. You're very loved. You're just wanted, okay? Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe. I hope you already have. If you haven't and you're unsure about coming back, I hope I see you again. I hope you find me. You know, it happens for a reason. If you're looking for a personal or private reading, it's on my website. Don't forget the free gifts that I'm going to be giving away for Christmas. You have until the 21st, and those shipments are going to be out. Okay, so Merry Christmas. It is a $200 value with your $122 purchase of the subscription on my website. You get 4 free readings a month and the 100 Club subscription for free, which is normally $100. That's an additional gift. That's always there, though, for you guys. And that's up to 10 questions anytime you want when I do the 100 Club readings. So it could be good for a year, however long you want it. It could be good, you know, even 2 years if you wanted, but that's included with your subscription. So you always have reserve and backup whenever I do questions like $5 cards, $10 readings, things like that. You guys are like, oh, I'm already involved. I've already paid. It's done. I just have to ask the question. So don't forget, if you're part of that 100 Club, because you're a $122 a month subscriber, boom, it's already included. Plus you get your 1111 Oracle, your $22 Celtic Cross, your $44 end of the month reading, plus a $5 card once a month whenever you want. Just let me know, hey, I'm a subscriber. I have a really important question. I'm going through a hard time. Can you help me answer this? You get one of those a month. Plus you get 50% off emergency readings. It's a big savings. And 15% off of everything else. Okay? Now you also get the free gift for Christmas. And I'm hand making it, so you're going to love it. I will say it includes expensive crystals. So this is why it's an expensive gift. Expensive crystals, it does include leather. There's a little clue or a hint. It's fantastic, and it's worth a lot. So anyways, I'll show you guys on the 21st what those free gifts are, and you'll be able to see. All right? Also, if you want to subscribe for $33.33 a month, it is including the 1111 reading, the $22 Celtic Cross, plus 1 free card a month. It also includes bonus features and extra videos. I haven't done that yet, but I'm getting on that. And now it also includes a free gift for Christmas. It's a digital gift with the $33.33 a month subscription, but it could be a tarot class. It could be an astrology class. Those are valued at $199, by the way. So it's a good digital gift. And it could also include a free reading. If maybe you just want a free reading, a private reading, it could include one of those. So now's an excellent time to subscribe, okay, on my website. Lots of free gifts for Christmas. If you want to go shopping for yourself and you don't have a lot of money, invest in one of those gifts for yourself because it's worth it, and it's the gift that keeps on giving. Don't forget, one gift for every single person watching, whether you're a subscriber or not. I'm doing $25 readings for Christmas, and it's going to be every day this last week before Christmas till the 25th. Okay, so every day, whatever I get deposited into the Cash App or the bank account for $25 readings, you will be counted for that day's $25 reading. If you pay after I've done the $25 reading, it will go to the next day. Okay, but you have an opportunity to get a full reading done for yourself by Christmas. Between now and then, every single day until Christmas, I'll be doing $25 readings. I just did $25 readings yesterday. So those 3 people are done. So if anybody else wants to do a $25 reading for yourself, it's in the description below. You can do a donation on my website, or you can do it through Cash App, whatever's your fancy, okay? The website takes international, and anybody, you don't need an app. You just go to the page, click donate, top left corner, and you enter your amount, and you put your question in there, done. It could be anywhere, any person, as long as you have a debit or a credit card. Yeah, and then obviously through Cash App, that's one of the easiest, quickest ways. A lot of people have Cash App, and you can do a lot of my readings through Cash App, and it's just easy to click on it, enter your person's name and the amount, boom, and you can send your question, and it's instant. That's usually a lot faster to be known or seen in a last minute reading. So don't forget to download Cash App if you haven't already. All right, guys, and if you're looking to buy any personal cards, I have tarot cards for sale there on my website. I've created those myself. I've got oracles also created myself. Okay, so if you guys are interested in having any of those, it's available. I also have these, which I've created myself, which are available. So anyways, I love you guys. Merry Christmas. Hopefully I'll see you later. I'll check back and see if I have any $25 donations, and we'll do the $25 reading later. Whenever I do the $25 donations, I always start off the video with a collective, just a quick collective, somewhere between 10 to 20 minutes collective reading, and then we get into the 25s. So if you want to be a part of that, you know what to do. I love you guys. And remember, like I always say, this is a journey, not a destination. So you just keep swimming. Thanks for watching, Sag. I love you guys. Thank you for all your Sag support. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.